Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for getting up really early and coming here in the dark. I'm really pleased to be hosting this breakfast on ICT and development with the subtitle, How Digital Solutions Can Empower Local Communities. During the European Year of Development, I pushed for us to have a session on this very topic, and I think it's important that we return to it, that we don't just do it because it was European Year of Development, but that we have a proper commitment to it. This is partly because I studied education and international development, and one of my teachers was Sugata Mitra. So some of you, does anybody know Sugata's work, Sugata Mitra? Look him up, okay? His work on ICT and development is groundbreaking. It's life-changing. He's the man who's credited with the inspiration behind Slumdog Millionaire. He's the man who put the computer in the wall in the slum in Delhi and changed the lives of illiterate poor people. I'm not a tech geek at all, but I actually believe that the internet should be there for the common good, and that education is also a common good and can empower people. So I'm on the Culture and Education Committee, so all these things kind of come together. Anyway, welcome to the debate today. And have we got any other MEPs come yet? Do we have any other MEPs? Who's... Not yet, okay. But expected, okay. So when, have we got any MEPs assistants here? No, not yet either, okay. Right, okay. But we've got our speakers, okay, that's good. The potential of digital inclusion in developing countries is tremendous. For example, in Africa, Internet users are estimated at 280 million during the year 2016. And yet, they still represent only 25% of the whole African population. Looking ahead to reaching the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, digitalisation has its role to play in enabling the empowerment of local communities. A wide range of digital solutions are already being developed, from agriculture to e-health or education. However, there is a crucial need to scale up the current initiatives by building solid bridges between the private sector, governments, international organisations and civil society. So this morning we're going to talk about concrete examples of digital solutions and how the stakeholders involved can better partner or push forward current and future policy initiatives. So now I'm going to introduce the speakers, but you will find more about them on your lists here, and they have very impressive biographies. So we're going to hear from Thomas Chalumeau, who is Africa and Middle East Chief Strategy and Development Officer and Executive Committee member for Orange. I'm saying it correctly, aren't I? You know, if I was in the UK, I'd say Orange. Orange. They all sat next to me and they all said, I'm from Orange. So, right, okay. Then we're going to hear from Stephen Weiber, who is the Manager of Policy and Advocacy, who is Manager of Policy and Advocacy for the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions. And I do a lot of work on libraries here in the European Parliament. I work very closely with my good friend Ilona Kish, who's involved in a really great program about libraries. So I think, and we had a fantastic Libraries Day here recently. And we weren't just thinking about libraries in Europe, so that's important. Then we're going to hear from Laszlo Gialog, I hope I said that right, who's digital home evangelist from Nokia. So I don't know what that means, but I'm fascinated. So we're all going to be converts by the end of the breakfast. Okay, then we're going to hear from Eric Childerhouse, who's principal consultant at Avanti Communications Group, And then finally, we're going to hear from Lars Erik Forsberg, who is Deputy Head of Policy Outreach and International Affairs for DG Connect. And I have to apologize that all the speakers are men, and that is because I'm also a feminist and I'm on the Women's Rights Committee here in the Parliament. And we did try very hard to make sure to try and have a balanced programme, and it wasn't possible. But I just want to say that to you because I think we all have to make huge efforts to find the women who can be on the platform talking about these things, okay? So it isn't good enough what we're doing today, and we have to do better in terms of gender balance, okay? So anyway, I'll call, and I hope that at the end we have time for questions and answers and debate and discussion. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to call Thomas to come and talk to us. Okay, Thomas, the floor is yours.